In the early 1990s, I was involved in a humanitarian aid project in Vietnam. Tim O'Brien's classic work, The Things They Carried, was published about that time, and I read it soon afterwards. In one of the chapters, called Field Trip, the narrator takes his 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam. Well, I read that and I thought, our daughter Joan is going to be 10 this year. And I said, that's it. I'm going to take our 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam with me. My wife Susan initially took a dim view of this idea, but in the end I persuaded her, drawing to a large degree, I believe, on the argument that Tim O'Brien had taken his 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam. Well, and so Joan and I set off for Vietnam. It was a magnificent experience for both of us. Joan made friends everywhere in Vietnam. She got a personally conducted tour of Hanoi from my friend Hoang Nhat An, a former North Vietnamese tank commander, who took her to the Hanoi Circus and the Water Puppet Theater and the Mid-Autumn Children's Festival. It was a raging success. Soon after we got back, I was on a Vietnam panel at McAllister with Tim O'Brien. And during the coffee break, I told him how his story about how he'd taken his 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam had inspired me to take my 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam. And he looked at me kind of funny, and then he laughed, and he said, I gotta tell you, I never took my 10-year-old daughter back to Vietnam. In fact, I never had a 10-year-old daughter. In fact, I don't have any kids. It doesn't matter.